And we're back as we finish our great adventures of Captain Underpants. Chapter 18. To make a long story short, they got away. Chapter 19. Back to school. George, Harold, and Captain Underpants made a quick stop outside the police station. They tied Dr. Diaper to a lamppost and attached a note to him. "There," said Captain Underpants. "That ought to explain everything." So the police station, they'll be back in 15 minutes. Please don't commit any crimes until we return. Then George and Harold led Captain Underpants back to Jerome Horwitz Elementary School. "Why are we going here?" asked Captain Underpants. "Well," said George, "you have to do some undercover work here." "Yeah," said Harold, reaching into his backpack. "Put these clothes on and make it snappy." "Don't forget your hair," said George. Captain Underpants quickly got dressed behind some bushes. "Well, how do I look?" he asked. "Pretty good," said George. "Now try to look really mad." Captain Underpants made the nastiest face he could. "You know," said Harold, "he kind of looks like Mr. Krupp." "Harold," whispered George, "he is Mr. Krupp." "Oh, yeah, I almost forgot. Whoops." Before long, they were back inside Mr. Krupp's office. "Okay, Captain Underpants," said George. "You are now Mr. Krupp." "Snap your fingers," whispered Harold. "Oh, yeah," said George. "You are now Mr. Krupp." "Who's Mr. Krupp?" asked Captain Underpants. "Oh, no," cried Harold. "It's not working." The boys tried again and again to de-hypnotize Captain Underpants, but nothing seemed to work. Said Harold. "Let me see the instruction manual for that thing." George checked his pants pockets. I think I lost it." "You what?" cried Harold. The two boys searched frantically through the office, but the 3D hypno ring instruction manual was nowhere to be found. "Never mind," said George. "I have an idea." He removed flowers from a large vase on the corner. Then he poured out all of the water over Captain Underpants' head. "What'd you do that for?" cried Harold. "I saw him do it in a cartoon once, so it's gotta work, right?" After a few minutes, Mr. Krupp slowly came to. "What's going on here?" he demanded. "Why am I all wet?" George and Harold had never been so glad to see Mr. Krupp in all of their lives. "I'm so happy I could cry," said Harold. "Well, you're gonna cry when I give the videotape to the football team." "I've had it with you too," said Mr. Krupp. Principal Krupp took the videotape out of his filing cabinet. "You boys are dead meat," he sneered. He stormed out of his office with the video and headed towards the gym. George and Harold smiled. "Wait till the football team sees that video," said Harold. "Yeah," said George. "I sure hope they like singing Purple Dragons." "Hey, look," said George. "I found the 3D hypno ring instruction manual. It was with my shirt pocket. It was in my shirt pocket, not my pants pocket." "Well, throw that thing away," said George. "We'll never need it again." "I sure hope not," said George. All right, and the instructional manual says, "Warning, whatever you do, don't pour water on anybody's head when they're in a trance. This will cause the hypnotized person to slip back and forth from trance to reality whenever they hear the sound of fingers snapping." Uh-oh. Chapter 20. The end? La, 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 we love Boomer. La, 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 la. The football players are holding hands and dancing and singing to the Purple Dragon. Things at Jerome Horwitz Elementary School were never quite the same after that fateful day. The football team enjoyed Mr. Krupp's video so much that they changed their name from the Knuckleheads to the Purple Dragon Sing-Along Friends. The name change didn't go over too well with the fans, but hey, who's going to argue with a bunch of linebackers? George and Harold went back to their old ways, pulling pranks, cracking jokes, and making new comic books. They had to keep an eye on Mr. Krupp, though, because for some strange reason, every time he heard the sound of fingers snapping, Principal Krupp turned back into you know who. Oh no, cried Harold. Here we go again, said George. Tra-la-la. And that, my friends, is the end of the amazing adventures of Captain Underpants. So this is just the first book in the series. Dave Pilkey has many more Captain Underpants books that are equally as hilarious and funny and amazing. And if you liked this book, I hope you check out the rest of them or different books from Dave Pilkey. Dogman is also a series that he writes. And he has a great humor. He has a great writing style, and I hope you enjoyed it.